Good morning, everyone. It seems that all of you are prepared for a new lesson. But before that, may I request all of you to stand up and let us first have our prayer. Let us now bow down our head and feel the presence of our Almighty Lord. Dear Lord and Father of all, thank you for everything. Thank you for ways in which you provide us all. For your love, protection, and mercy, we thank you. Help us focus our hearts and minds as we journey to our learning. Inspire us by your Holy Spirit as we listen and write. Guide us and let your holy light touch our hearts and souls. We ask all this in the name of Jesus. Again, good morning, everyone. Are there any absentee for today? Did I give you an assignment last meeting? Okay, very good, there are none. Okay, so today, I will be giving you a riddle. So in each riddle, there will be also a hint. So here's what you are going to do. Identify this if it is a multiple or a factor. I have here an emoji that if the riddle pertains to a factor, it is a happy face. If it is a multiple, then it is a sad face. Okay, are we clear, class? Okay. Let us now start with our first riddle. I can be multiplied to make 24. Without me, a dozen is incomplete at all. Am I a factor or a multiple? That's my name. Again, I can be multiplied to make 24. Without me, a dozen is incomplete at all. Am I a factor or a multiple? What's my name? Okay, here's our hint. Think of a number that when multiplied by another number results in 24. Also consider how many are in a dozen. Think of a number that when multiplied by another number results in 24. Also, consider how many items are in a dozen. Multiple or a factor? Very good. It is a factor. Let us now proceed to our next riddle. I'm a number that's quick to arrive. If you start at 7 and take a dive, you'll hit me twice before you reach 35. What am I? Again, I'm a number that's quick to arrive. If you start at 7 and take a dive, you'll hit me twice before you reach 35. What am I? Multiple or a factor? Okay, here's our hint. Imagine counting by sevens. These numbers appear before you reach 35. What number appears when you count by sevens? Imagine counting by sevens. This number appears before you reach 35. What number appears when you count by sevens? Is it a multiple or a factor? Very good. It is a multiple. Let us now proceed to our next riddle. Count by fours and you will see I appear when you count 23. But if you divide by 6, I fit just right. Am I a factor or a multiple? Answer right. Again, count by fours and you will see I appear when you count to 23. But if you divide me by 6, I fit just right. Am I a factor or a multiple? Answer right. So here's our hint. Look for a number that is part of the 4 times table. Also consider if this number can be divided evenly by 6. Again, for our hint, look for a number that is part of the 4 times table. Also consider if this number can be divided evenly by 6. Factor or multiple? Very good. It is a multiple. Let us now go to our last riddle. I'm the smallest one you see. Multiplying by me is easy as can be. In any numbers, I can be found having a factor or a multiple. Again, I'm the smallest one you see. Yung multiplying by me is easy as can be. And any number, I can be found having a factor or a multiple. And here's our hint. Think of the smallest number that is part of our multiplication table. This number is always a factor. Again, think of the smallest number that is a part of every multiplication table. So, this number is always a factor. Very good. This is a factor. Okay, class. It seems that all of you are familiar with our lessons previously. Again, what is a multiple? A multiple is a number that can be divided by another number without a remainder. So, the number you get when you multiply a certain number by an integer. Say for example, the multiple of 5 are 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30, and etc. and so on. How about the factor? So a factor is a number of algebraic expression that divides another number or expression evenly. So with no remainder. Say for example, 3 and 6 are factors of 12. Because when you divide 12 by 2, it equals to 4. And when you divided 12 divided by 4, it equals to 2 exactly. So other factors of 12 are 1, 2, 4, and 12. Okay. So before we start to our lesson, I want all of you to have here 10 representatives in front. Do you know the game The Boat is Sinking? Okay. So what you are going to do here is there will be 10 representatives here in front, and I will tell a number and you will group yourselves into the number that I'm going to tell. I'm in clear class. Okay, raise your hand who wants to volunteer here in front. Okay, very good. So now, the boat is sinking. Group yourself into 2. Okay. The boat is sinking. Group yourselves into 10. Okay. Now the boat is sinking. Group yourselves into 5. Very good. Now, for the last one. The boat is sinking. Group yourselves into 7. Okay. Have you noticed something, class? There are some students who has been left out. So, our lesson for today is about differentiating prime from composite numbers. So, after going through this lesson, you are expected to differentiate prime from composite numbers. Write the factors of prime and composite numbers. And values the importance of acceptance and belongingness when dealing with other individuals. Okay, class. I have here a scenario. Supposedly, you and your friend bought 3 boxes of pizza. Each contains 8 slices 9 slices and 11 slices of pizza. However, you have to divide the slices of pizza in a way that both of you will receive an equal number of slices. So here's our question. What are the numbers of slices of pizza? We have the 8 slices, 9 slices, and 11 slices of pizza. Suppose you have another friend whom you will share the 8 slices of pizza. Do you think you can share it evenly? Okay, very good. We can still share it evenly in the 8 slices of pizza. So, for me, I have 4 slices, and for my another friend, there will be 4 slices, in total of 8 slices of pizza. Again, suppose you have another friend whom you will share 9 slices of pizza. Can you still share it evenly among you 3? Very good. Yes, we can still share it evenly. Now, the third question here. Suppose you have another friend and you want to share the 11 slices of pizza among you 3. So, can you still share it equally? No, of course not. How about if you have another friend and there are 4 among you and your friends? Can you still share it evenly in the 11 slices of pizza? No, you cannot. Okay. So I have here a video, and what you are going to do is listen to this video. So this video is a song. And later on, I'll be asking you a question. Okay, my clear class, please sit properly and listen quietly, or if you want, you may jump to our song later that will be showing here in our TV. Okay, don't do any unnecessary moves or things that may hindrance you in watching our song. Okay, so here's our song.
So many numbers to go through, even 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10, 2. These count by 2, but some do not. 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, those ones are right. Even with the classify, something else to try. What can I do? Please tell me. I have this 100 chart. Seems like a good place to start. Multiplying, you're on your way. Prime numbers, composite 2. Count the factors and you know what to do. Exactly 2 means prime. More than that, it's composite all the time. Even dark composite, except the number 2. 3s and the 5s have a rule to. Prime numbers, composite 2. Count the factors and you know what to do.
Okay, class. So, here is my question. What does this music video or the video all about? Very good. It is all about prime and composite numbers. What is a prime number based on the song you have listened earlier? Okay. A prime number is a whole number greater than 1 whose only 2 factors is 1 and the number itself. What about the composite number? Okay. Composite number is a natural number or a positive integer which has more than 2 factors. Remember that, class. Composite number is a natural number or a positive integer which has more than 2 factors. Okay. Now, let's analyze this table here first. In this first line, we can see that the product of 7, 9, 12, and 23. The second line here are the numbers to be multiplied to get the given product. So this is the 1 times 7 equals to 7, 1 times 9 equals to 9, or 3 times 3 equals to 9. Or did you get that, class? Okay, 1 times 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. For the last one is 1 times 23. So these are the factors of 7 to 23. The factors of 7 are 1 and 7. In the second line here is their factors. Its factors is 1, 3, and 9. The third line here is its factors is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. And for the last one is 1 and 23. Have you noticed here something, class? Very good. So, the first one here, is it a prime or composite? Very good. So, the first one here is a prime numbers. Since it has only 2 factors. Again, what is a composite number? As I have said earlier, there are more than 2 factors. We can now in the second line, is it composite or a prime number? Very good. It is a composite since it has more than 2 factors. That is 1, 3, and 9. Okay. So a number greater than 1 with only 2 factors is a prime number. The numbers 73 are examples of prime numbers also. So a number with more than 2 factors, you can see here, that is 9 and 12, is a composite numbers. So the numbers 9 and 12 are examples of composite numbers. Okay, did you get that, class? Okay, let us now try this activity. So I want all of you to get a 1 whole sheet of paper and write this on your paper. So I will be giving you 10 minutes to do this activity. So here are the procedures to do this activity. Okay, your 10 minutes starts now. Okay, your time has ended, class. Your 10 minutes has ended already. Let us now check if you've done it correctly. Okay, so here is our answer. Have you noticed something here, class? Very good. So the encircled number here, which is 1, is neither a prime or composite number because it is considered as a special number. So the numbers that has been crossed out are all composite numbers and their meaning are the prime numbers. Okay, let us try it with this one. To get a factor of 18, we think of 1 times 18 equals to 18. And 18 times 1 is equal to 18. 2 times 9 is equal to 18, or 9 times 2 is equal to 18. And 3 times 6 is equal to 18, and 6 times 3 is equal to 18. So therefore, their factors of 18 are 1, 2, 3, 9, and 6. So is this a prime or composite numbers? Very good. 18 is a composite numbers since it has more than 2 factors. Now, let us now try with this activity. I want all of you to get a one whole sheet of paper and answer this. I'll be giving you 5 minutes to answer this activity. Okay, your 5 minutes has now ended. Let us now check if you have answered it correctly. Very good. So, the first 3 lines here are composite numbers because it has more than 2 factors. While the last 2 here are prime numbers, simply because they have only 2 factors. For 31, its factors are only 1 and 31. For 43, its only factors are 1 and 43. So that's why it is a prime number. Let us now proceed with this activity. We have here a money. So there are 4 parts of 25 peso coins, 5 parts of 20 peso paper bills, and 4 parts of 25 peso coins and bills, and 10 parts of 10 peso coins, and 53 peso coins. So here is my question. Why do you think we can divide 100 pesos equally? Very good. It is because 100 is a composite number. How about the 53 pesos coins? Can we divide it equally? No, we cannot. Why? Because 53 is not a composite but a prime numbers that only has 2 factors. Okay. Class. Again, what is a composite number? Very good. A composite number is a number with more than 2 factors. But what about the prime numbers? A prime number is a number with only 2 factors. That is 1 and itself. Okay. But how do we determine if a number is a prime or composite? Very good. So the numbers of factors determines whether a number is a prime or composite. Okay. Remember this class. So, factors are numbers that we multiply to get a product. Multiples are the products of a numbers multiplied by other whole numbers. A prime number is a number with only 2 factors, 1 and the number itself. Composite number is a number with more than 2 factors. Okay, let us now go down with our next activity. So I want all of you to copy this in your paper and I'll be giving you 5 minutes to answer this. Okay, your 5 minutes has now ended. Please pass your paper forward and I'll be collecting it later. Okay, so now for our assignment, please copy this on your notebook. Okay, very good class. It seems that all of you now understand what is a prime and composite numbers. So let us all stand up. Okay. Goodbye class. Goodbye. Thank you for watching.